Hello guys, it's the Wild Earth Child. We have officially made it to 100 subscribers on the channel, so I just want to thank you guys for that. Thank you for tuning in, for subscribing, for commenting. We're only getting started here. But so today we're doing a reading on what's next in your career. We're using candy as our symbols for each pile today. So, yeah, timestamps in the description. Starburst Smarties, Andy's Candy. As well as my social media links will be in there. Having to do with spirituality. I call this my spirituality channel, and my other channel is more of a creative channel. And then I have another channel, which I don't even know if I've been linking it down below at all, but that's actually going to be a gamer channel. It's going to be kind of a troll vibes. So if you're into video games and you're into like fuckery, you can I'll try to put that in the description for this video. I haven't posted anything yet, but we'll get there. Anyway, yeah, pick your pile and I will see you there. Oh my god, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna be pulling from, what is this called? The Nightmare Before Christmas deck, and then just on what's next in your career, and then I have the Divine Feminine deck on what do you need to tap into to get to the next level. Okay. Alright, pile 1, you have Starburst as your symbol for what's next in your career. So that could mean maybe being the star of something, maybe being in the spotlight, maybe something's going to move quickly. We're gonna see. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. We just made it to 100. Let's try to get to 200 now. And yeah, always let me know if there's any kind of readings you want to see. Just leave them in the comments. I will listen. Just let me know. Okay, pile 1. What's next in your career? Oh god, we're already dropping cards. Okay. 4 of Wands. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. I feel like what's next for you in your career is working from home, to be honest. So whatever you end up doing, I do think you do it from home. And it's something you really love to do, something you're really passionate about. It's kind of like your dream job. Okay, that's a good start. The Magician. King of Swords. It could have something to do with communication. You could be someone who, you could be someone who's trying to get into the public eye or is in the public eye and speaks and can be very matter of fact. I'm getting 5 of Pentacles though. Let's clarify the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Presents, 3 of Swords. The Lovers. Okay, so this could have something to do with things you've learned through heartbreak, through love, through relationships. I do feel like there's something about like messaging, like getting messages out, getting thoughts out, feelings. But like it's just giving me like we're speaking, we're communicating, our voice is being used. Seven of Pentacles. You could be reassessing right now what direction you want to go in, how you want to go about this, what's the best option for you as far as pursuing this. Ace of Pentacles. And if you're not pursuing this, then this is your sign. Six of Pentacles. An opportunity could be coming up. Yeah, there could be an opportunity. Someone could be giving you some sort of resources or some sort of step up to the next level. If not, I feel like what you want to do will bring, first of all, it will bring a fair amount of abundance. Like, there's a new beginning happening here, I feel like fairly soon. But not only that, I feel like for some of you this could be something where you're of service to people. Again, I was getting a lot about communication, but you could even just be somebody who's giving some sort of service. And that could even include just having to speak with people out. Like, if you work in a salon and you do people's hair, you know, you're going to be having conversations with those people. They might be venting to you because they missed therapy that week or whatever. But I just get something like that. There's something here with definite abundant potential. And there's some sort of generosity involved. Either you're giving, or someone's giving you the opportunity, or that also, for some of you that are looking for a job right now, that is a good sign too, that there's something coming, some sort of chance, opportunity, some sort of moment coming for you where it kind of helps you get to where you were manifesting. Page of Wands. So again, that could be about being creative, something adventurous. That's Four of Swords reversed. Oh. Okay. What I was about to say is true, I guess. I was going to say, this is the time to be going. This is the time to be going right now. Working, just pushing and getting yourself going, working on your creative pursuits, working on whatever it is that you really want to do. Because I think this is a very entrepreneurial type group. It doesn't have to be. It could even be freelancey type stuff, but there's something sort of independent about this job. Like I said, even working in a salon, even though you're working for a certain name, it is your individual work that gains the clientele. So there's something very individualistic about this work, and they're very strongly speaking on the fact that this is the time to be moving. This is the time to not let yourself, don't burn yourself out, but this is the time to build up some sort of consistency and some sort of habit of putting in the work, so it becomes something that the universe can see is what you're desiring. King of Cups, Hierophant reversed. That's Eight of Wands reversed. Wait, the Seven of Wands reversed too. Hold on. Okay, so this is kind of a specific message. For those of you where there is something that you love to do, but you're not feeling like you want to monetize that, stick with that. Stick with that gut feeling. That's for those of you where like there's multiple different things you're into and multiple different ideas that you had or pursuits you were considering. Yeah, I think for some of you, you have to, I think there's a need for a balance here with some of you that might be into having different ideas and not really sure how to balance out what to choose. You know, in your heart, you know. It's whatever your strong, like, whatever gives you the strongest emotional reaction when you do it, which doesn't necessarily have to be like crazy crying or anything like that, but more of like, there's just something in me that lifts when I do this. There's something in me that feels right, that feels at home when I do this. Not just things that you're good at. I want to emphasize this. Just because you're good at stuff doesn't mean you have to make it your job or one of your jobs. Because a lot of times when you monetize things that you love to do, it can really ruin those things for you. And it's not necessarily always true, but it can, especially when you're not discerning about it. Like I for example, I just say this because I feel like this applies. I have been very particular about things that I choose to monetize, because I'm into a lot of different things too, so this group is similar to me. I chose to monetize this because this is a service that people benefit from. This is a service that's fun. I get some sort of payout out of it. Obviously, it can be very draining, especially when you read certain energies, but I chose this over some other things I like to do. Like this and music specifically are the things I'm trying to monetize. And then, like, you know, I have paint. I like to paint. I like to dance and perform and blah, blah, and whatever. And I like to say a lot of things online. But I'm not looking to monetize everything. Sort of one step at a time. I'm feeling the need to tell you guys, like, you can have everything, you just can't have it all at once. Four of Cups reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, choose the thing that you're not going to take for granted. And that's just for those of you that like are choosing between different things. For those of you where that is not the case, Four of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords reversed. Okay, so yeah, for those of you that where you're not choosing between a bunch of different things, if you've been second guessing taking this path because maybe it's riskier, maybe there's less predictability about it. If it's genuinely what you feel called to and what you love to do and what you really want for yourself, do not stop. Keep going. Even if, you know, it's a slow burn, even if it's it has its ups and downs, because everything does. Even the things you love to do have, you know, their cons. They do. But I feel like there's a very big need to really nurture what it is that you genuinely are passionate about, the thing that is the greatest thing for you, the thing that your soul is called to the most, your heart is called to the most. And, you know, financial is important, but if you're not really passionate about what you're doing, it's gonna show. And wanting it for the money does not, it doesn't create longevity. That's something that will burn out very fast. You want a fireplace and not a firework. The Chariot. You could be, yeah, there's just a big need to like really go at it right now. Really, this is the time. This is the time to get very motivated, this is just the time to get moving, to get creating. 3 of Wands. Yeah, we can't, hold on. For some of you, I am getting stuff about beauty here. I'm getting a lot of different things. I'm getting stuff, some of you, this could have something to do with communication. Others of you, this can have to do with beauty. And others of you, this is creativity. And those can all coincide somehow. That's why I use the hair salon idea, because it goes with everything I just said. But, yeah. 9 of Pentacles. This will make you very financially independent. Once it really takes off, things are going to change for the better. Yeah, 9 of Cups. The Sun. Look at that. Yeah, do the thing that makes you happy, even if it's risky. Even if people make you second guess it. That doesn't mean necessarily quit the day job you have now and go just pursue that wholeheartedly. You kind of have to balance if right now you can't really make money off of that thing. It's important to, still be able to make money while pursuing the thing you want. So you might just have to put in some extra work right now, meaning you got 2 different things you're doing, maybe 3. But yeah, don't be discouraged if, things go up and down, things take a little while. You're still stuck at your normal job that isn't really what you're looking for. A lot of you, I was getting something about working from home. Whatever that could be for you, it's gonna be different for everybody. You're going to get there if you keep pursuing this, and if you keep showing the universe this is what you want. The universe is going to coincide with you. They're going to be like, okay, she really is trying to manifest this. He is really trying to manifest this. So we're going to give them, look, bam, there's this opportunity out of nowhere. Oh, there's this money to fund, the products they need, whatever it might be. Okay, I'm going to pull quick on what do you need to tap into to acquire such success? What divine feminine energy do you need to tap into? Pope Joan, the Pontiff of Possibilities. I love this. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Are you kidding? Yes, that's what I was saying. Your soul. What does your soul want? Nothing is impossible. The Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. Again, there's something about, for some of you, communicating things you've been through, pain you've been through, sharing that kind of knowledge, sharing those experiences, even if you don't even necessarily have to be teaching anyone, but there's something there where it just happens. People relate. The Goddess of Light, Amaterasu, I think. The Goddess of Light, we are all sacred mirrors reflecting back the same light. Khadija, the Mother of Believers, I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Look at that. That, like I said, the balance between finances and what you love to do. Isis, the Goddess of Magic, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. Okay, so, that could be the creative energy. That could be doing what you love to do. That can even be, you're something is a little sensual about what you're doing. And then Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Okay, pile 1, I liked this reading for you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile 2, you got the Smarties. And we are going to be pulling from the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm pretty sure, right? Yes. And then the Divine Feminine after, to see what kind of energy you need to tap into to acquire acquire or maintain your career goals. Okay. So what's next in career for pile 2? The World. Okay. You could be completing a cycle, even leaving a job, but this could have to do with travel. Page of Cups. Sorry if you can hear my dog crying. You're kind of just gonna have to deal with that because I need to get these done. 8 of Swords. You could be, 2 of Swords reversed. Seeing something clearly. Maybe you were holding yourself back for a while. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, not Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Death card. Yeah, I feel like for a good amount of you were holding yourself back. Sort of maybe self-sabotaging, maybe having self-doubt, maybe unsure of how to move forward in pursuing this. But I feel like something has changed. You've sort of gained knowledge, you've gained clarity, and you've seen things clearly now and are going towards, or at least, yeah, I think this is a group that's already on the path to some sort of goal. Ace of Cups. So you could be very invested in that right now. Four of Swords reversed. Could be very energetic, very restless, very motivated. 2 of Cups. Okay, so you could be working with someone, you could be partnered up with someone, collaborating with someone on this. That could also just be that for some of you where that's not the case, it could have just been that you came into union with yourself. There's something about like coming back to yourself. Maybe this is something that you stopped doing for a while for whatever reason. Could have been a lack of faith. Sorry guys. A lack of faith. A lack of maybe direction. Where did I just put? Okay, so 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups being sad, maybe remorseful, the Lovers. 4 of Pentacles. Could be holding back, even possessive attachment I'm hearing. Judgment. Decision to make. The Magician. Maybe you feel like you do need somebody's assistance with this, or maybe you have somebody, or you did have somebody. King of Swords. Wait, no. King of Swords. The Hermit. Yeah, so maybe you were partnered up with someone. Maybe you had some sort of collaborator and then you had a falling out with them. This could have been someone you were romantically involved with. It doesn't have to be. There was something about a choice that was made here that caused some sort of separation. Ace of Pentacles. So you're coming up to some sort of new beginning when it comes to abundance. I think there's a need to not be worried about depending on someone else. You could be definitely doing something creative. There's a need to be very bold here, very confident, very sure of yourself and what you are doing. Two of Pentacles reversed. There could have been an imbalance that you were dealing with. Nine of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Strength. Hope you guys are enjoying my dog in the background, because I'm not. Page of Swords. Okay, give me a second here. Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Strength. Maybe you had somebody that gave you some sort of false opportunity, or gave you an opportunity but then didn't follow through, or said they would do something and then they didn't. I don't know how that's relevant to this, but this is just for some of you that it's coming through. I will say this, for those of you where you are doing something creative, something in the public eye, I do think that there are going to be people watching. People will be tuning in. I do get for you guys, for all of you, that this is like your dream job, the thing, the endeavor you desire the most. And it's something you can't seem to let go of, something you refuse to. It seems like this group is a group where, like, you don't want to settle for a job that's just well, it's stable. Oh, well, I get a pension. This isn't that group. This group is like, I am not going to do that. Now, that's not saying you guys are illogical and, like, you know, just winging it with no money, but and if you are, then I would say that's not a good idea. But it seems like you guys are, like, not interested in settling for something just because it seems stable, it seems secure, it seems safe. You guys are the group that has things to achieve, has sort of maybe unconventional to other people desires in your career. And there's a need to just pursue and do it without worrying about what anyone's gonna say. Everyone else's opinions are pretty irrelevant. You just have to go and do it. For those of you where there was a falling out here, I do see that person watching from a distance as you succeed without them. Because it seems like something they weren't, you couldn't really rely on them as a partner, or even as a boss, depending on what the situation is. And I feel like that person's gonna be watching. Temperance. King of Pentacles. Yeah, this for you. I would just stay consistent with this. I would keep doing what you have to do. Don't burn yourself out. But, you know, keep going. Like this, it could be a slow burn. I won't lie, it could be. But, you know, the best things are worth waiting for, and it's a good way to build longevity. You don't want just some like overnight, and let's be real, overnight success isn't really a real thing. But even things that appear to be overnight successes sometimes carry that energy, and it shows, and then, you know, it dies out or whatever. But I just feel like be patient, stay consistent, don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Things are going to manifest as long as you show the universe that you want it to manifest. And yeah, I'm gonna pull some like what energy we need to tap into here from the Divine Feminine Oracle. What do you need to tap into to acquire such goals? Perpetua, the Saint of Authenticity. I am my authentic self in all circumstances. So yeah, doing what's authentic here. Not just what's, like I said, not just what's secure. Sappho, the poetess. I love every inch of my body, and I love the women in my life fiercely. So possibly for some of you, this could have to do with writing. Poetry, even specifically. And Haduana, the High Priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. Miao Shan, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Lala, the Saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Thekla, the Prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and places. I am my own. Okay, pile 2, that is your reading on your career, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. All right, pile 3, you got the Andes Candy here. So right away, we're gonna pull what's next in your career, and then we'll use the Divine Feminine deck to see what energy you need to tap into to maintain your career or to acquire it, whichever way it goes. Okay, what's next in pile 3's career? The Hierophant, okay. So that could be higher learning. That could even just be committing to it. Maybe you'll get an opportunity to be able to do it more full time. 5 of Pentacles. Justice reversed. Two of Wands. So it seems like there's some sort of movement forward here. 9 of Cups reversed. Oh, don't mind my dog here. She was crying during the pretty much the entire last group, so I'm just gonna let her chill. And when she gets loud, she can go. Okay, Cups reversed, the Empress, the World reversed. Yeah, I feel like there's a need to close out a certain cycle because it seems like there is some sort of opportunity coming towards you, but there's something that needs to be released in order to be able to move quickly through what it is you want to do next. It seems like there's gonna be some sort of opportunity to do it more committed, more of like a, I guess, a permanent way, if you will. Or there's gonna be some sort of even epiphany about how to do that. Let me see. The Fool, yeah. There's movement forward here. There's a leap of faith that's gonna have to be taken here. Ace of Wands, wow. Could be creative. Could be some sort of creative endeavor. 8 of, that's 8, yeah, 8 of Cups reversed. 5 Five of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. The Lovers. Yeah, there's some sort of something in the way right now. Either it could be even a person that you aren't letting go of that's sort of blocking your blessings, or it's a certain job you won't let go of because you're afraid to take that next step. Now, it doesn't mean like completely quit your job and then wing it all, but there's a vibe of sort of acting from fear here as opposed to desire. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm getting very strongly there's an opportunity that's going to come, but right now it's being blocked. Three of Cups reversed by something around you. Again, it could be your work environment, or it could just be a love interest, or even friends around you. There's something that's blocking that. Ten of Pentacles. This could be a very long-term legacy that you are building here. King of Cups, something you love very deeply, something that's in your soul and your heart. Queen of Swords reversed. I do think there's a need not to overthink. Don't overthink the situation or even the product or whatever it might be. The Sun, the Devil. The Devil could be like you being in your own way, honestly. I'm getting that definitely for a few people, at least. Nine of Swords, the Emperor reversed. Yeah, if this group feels a little bit all over the place with their focus, and I feel like there's a need to like really rein it back in and like focus in on what it is you're going after right now. All of this career stuff, like whatever it is you're desiring for a career, I think there's a need to push everything else aside. Even, you know, say no to certain invites. Don't use like, oh, well, I got invited to this thing as an excuse to like not, to like avoid doing the work and having to like maybe get frustrated and be annoyed because you're like, I don't feel like I know what I'm doing sometimes. We all can feel like that, even with jobs we're good at and we're used to. Did I just put this one down? Four of Swords. I'll just put this over at Two of Cups. That could even be a toxic person. Like I said, I'm definitely getting that strongly for a lot of you. There's a toxic person in the way. Something you're investing your energy into that's blocking your energy for what it is you actually want here. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords. Yeah, there's a need to sort of detach emotionally right now. And that doesn't necessarily mean shut off your emotions. You could even be doing something where, you know, you got to pour your emotions into it, take them out of a certain situation and fuel them into something creative or whatever it is you're trying to do. But there's definitely a need to sort of have tunnel vision right now. Ace of Swords, yeah. Two of Pentacles reversed. Judgment. The Hermit. Yeah, what did I say? This is kind of a time to be alone with yourself, to really, again, put your focus on this Page of Cups, because hold on. Ten of Cups. Because your true emotional fulfillment doesn't lie in another person, especially right now is not the time for love. I'm telling you, it's not the time for really investing in you know, other people. That doesn't mean like, you know, shut everyone out that's important to you in your life, but there is a certain thing you are really desiring here for your career that you really want and is the next step. It seems like you're not quite there yet, or you're at least building to it, but there's a lot of distractions and a lot of things in the way that are blocking this emotional fulfillment that you can get. Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is the time to go after it. Some of you, this could be something having to do with like using your voice in some way. Eight of Swords reversed. Four of Wands. Five of Cups. Some of you may even have to leave home. If not home, you have to let go of what you're comfortable with, of the comfort zone. Certain people that you're comfortable with but yet aren't really helping you grow, that are kind of blocking these blessings. Yeah, there's a need to stop taking for granted this desire you have within you, the talent you have to pursue it, the possibilities that you have to acquire, to go after. There's a need to really not take that lightly right now, and really, I'm telling you, kind of tunnel vision on this goal right now and really get into it. You know, you don't have to lock yourself away from the world completely, but there's a need to really focus on this right now and shut out everything that's distracting you from it. Okay, I'm going to pull what Divine Feminine messages to see what energy you need to tap into to get where you have to go here. Mary Magdalene. The Apostle to the Apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Parvati, the goddess of devotion. Yeah, devote yourself to this right now. I am the love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. I feel like right now your true love is what has been in your heart this whole time, and that is whatever career goal this is. Teresa of Avila, you're Our Lady of the Interior Life. Oh, I love the cosmic egg. It's so rare that it comes out. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. And then we have the cosmic egg, which is my favorite. The divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. Although I also like Goddess Diana, but I don't have her in this deck right now because I have her hanging in my room. Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I've arrived. I am where I will always be in love. So you could even be someone who's sort of a little bit unconventional, don't really fit in too easily with other people, which is not a bad thing, by the way. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. So maybe the things you're trying to do requires you to be a little vulnerable, so tap into the things that you've gone through to share a message of some sort. Yeah, pile 3, that's your reading, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.